start the tutorial about the regional operator on duty, duties and responsibilities, and description of tools which are used during the everyday work of the regional operator on duty, aka ROD. So, as a short introduction, I just to remind everyone that ROD, so Regional Operator on Duty, is a part of grid oversight activity shared between operations centers, in short OC. Each operations center delivers a ROD team that handles issues and tickets within the operational center scope. This model allows scalability of operations oversight, and the ROD team is closer to site and problems with the OC than the EGI staff. And as a reminder, since April 2014, COD, what means Central Operator on Duty team, responsibility was transferred to EGI operations team. Here on the bottom you have the link to the homepage, let's say, of the Regional Operator on Duty team. And these materials from this tutorial will be placed, a link to this material will be linked there in the procedures and materials section after this presentation. So, the ROD team has a lot of responsibilities. I just pointed here 3 of them. So one is solving problems on the infrastructure according to the agreed procedures. Second, ensuring that problems are properly recorded and progress according to specified timelines, also agreed within the community. And ensuring that necessary information is available to all parties. That means that we should not follow only in tickets or Jabber discussion, but record this in tickets that can be accessed by any party, and the status, for example, can be checked and follow up. So the ROD team monitors sites in the region, reacts to problems identified by the monitoring system, either directly or indirectly, provides support to sites as needed, add information to the knowledge base, provides information flow to oversight bodies in cases of non-reactive or non-responsive sites. It means usually the NGI manager, or to the code if an NGI manager is not responsive as well. So the ROD team is provided by each operation center, as I said, and requires procedural knowledge on the process, rather than technical skills for their work. So now, the topics of today's tutorial. So this is 3 big parts. Introduction with duties and procedures. Second part, becoming a team member and how to register in tools required. So this is GogDB, GGAS, DataInVO. And then how to use the operational dashboard, the main tool for the in ROD team work. And there will be 4 main sections here. How to handle issues, aka alarms, tickets, notepads, and handovers. And at the end, there will be time for questions. So, ROD duties. There are identified 4 main duties. So first of all, handling incidents. The main responsibility of ROD is to deal with incidents at sites in the region. This includes making sure that the tickets are opened and handled properly. And the procedure for handling tickets is described in EGI Infrastructure Oversight Escalation Procedure that is linked later on. Second thing is propagate actions from EGI operations down to the sites. So the decision on the EGI operations level are propagated to sites, and sometimes there is need to check some status of some retirement of some old software. So the information should be passed to the ROD from EGI to the ROD teams and then to the site that makes actually this change. The third thing is putting a site in downtime or suspend for urgent matters. This is seldomly done, because usually the site admins set the downtime for the site. However, in urgent matters, usually the security risks, incidents, it's allowed ROD team to suspend the site. And the important thing is that this should be notified, not only suspended, but also notify site admins who should know about this change, because site in this, when it's suspended, vanishes from the infrastructure tools. So the fourth thing is notify EGI operations about core or urgent matters. So ROD is entitled to create tickets to EGI operations in case of urgent or core matters. This is, in short, the duties and the procedures. So the list of procedures available is changing, and the link is here to the place where all procedures are held. The mostly used in the ROD shift is the procedure number 1, EGI infrastructure oversight escalation, as I said before. You have link here, and there is also ROD FAQ that is keeping the best practices or answers to commonly asked questions. So this is more or less the first topic of this tutorial. And now I would go to the second part, how to start. You are a new member of the regional of duty team, and what you have to do to start your shift and be prepared for your work. So first thing is that you register. The information, welcome information, what to do, is described on this link in the first point. So first thing is to get the valid certificate delivered by certificate authorities. You have to find EU GRID PMI members in your region and click on the map. You have link here, and I would on the following slides show this as an example of NGIPL, which I'm a part of. So if I would be a new member of the ROD staff, I would go here, click on the map, and then I would be redirected to the page specific to the region where I can apply for the certificate. So this is not shown here. I get certificate, put it in the browser, and then the first thing should be registration in the GOGDB. GOGDB is a central database which contains all the information about EGI grid infrastructures, site and people, services. So to be the ROD member, you have to be recorded in this database. So we look here, we have a link, and I'll show in a minute how it looks like. The next step would be the asking for the regional staff, because this role, you will be recognized automatically in the operational tools as a ROD member, and it gives you several privileges in the database as well as in the other tools. So you will have the specialized views for you. And third point will be contact your NGI manager to add you to the mailing list of the ROD team. It depends how it's organized in your NGI. Usually the first ROD member is put by the NGI manager. So, registration. When you go to the link I showed you on the previous slide, you will have the formula that you have to fill in with your data. It's quite simple, only your name, surname and email, and then you submit the request. The end of my certificate, which I obtained in the previous point, is shown here. So you just fill in, click, And then when you are registered, on the left here, you have the user status when you can manage your roles if you have account in GogDB, and you can request this by choosing your NGI, and then send a request link. Then you select regional staff role because there are different roles. You are interested in this specific role in your NGI, and then select and send a request. Again, there's this two-step process. Then the mail is sent to the NGI manager, who accepts your grants you the role. And after this step, you should receive an email like this: "Dear GogDB user, your role has been approved." In case of problems, you can contact always your NGI manager, and then, as I said, he can should add you to the ROD mailing list that you accepts emails from the regional ROD mailing list. So, after completing the steps in the GogDB, your record should look like this. So you have email, registered, certificate, the end that will be recognized in the tools, and the role you have requested. You can always revoke this role later on, but you lose your privileges. Now we are moving to the next tool. This is the GIGAS tool. This is a ticketing system which is used for operational purposes within EGI. With support staff role, you will be able to reply and update recorded tickets if needed. And again, you start with registering link I give here in the presentation, and then you fill your data. This is slightly more data to fill in. Additionally, you give your password and reset, and give the reason why do you want this access. Usually you write something like that you are becoming a wrong team member for the support unit. Insert CAPTCHA and you submit. You also use your support unit, which is your regional operation center name. So the third step is registering the DETIM VO. DETIM membership will give you possibility to test sites, debug problems if needed, but also gives you access to the nudges, so monitoring system web interface. And you have link here to follow. If I click there, I will be recognized. My certificate will be recognized. I will have to still fill in this data, email, agree on the usage policy, and click submit. After some time, you will be notified that the requested role has been granted. So we are coming to the operational portal. This is a tool, is a main tool which is used by ROD teams. All actions concerning incidents, issues, tickets should be performed using this tool. You can access your ROD dashboard by clicking on this link, and you will be redirected to the region scope that you have registered in the GogDB. So you have only sites in your scope which you are your operation center scope. The link, if you would like to have a shortcut, you usually put the operation center name here. For me it's NGIPL. So in this short introduction, we have moved to the point number 3. So ROD shift. We are ready to start the ROD shift. We have set up our account, registered in the necessary tools, and we can start the ROD shift. Now we have 4 large topics. As I said, the first issues, aka alarms, then tickets, notepads, handovers. So we are starting with general overview. When you are moved to the ROD dashboard, it's very convenient to look over all your issues in your region by going to the overview tab. It's quite large. It's listing issues, road notepads, and middleware tickets, ROD tickets, middleware tickets, code tickets, downtimes, a lot of stuff I will try to explain later on during the presentation. Maybe one thing worth to mention is that we have here switch between operators and monitoring view. Operators shows only critical results for tests that are marked as operational tests, so generating alarms in dashboard and should be handled according to the procedures. Besides this, we have monitoring view that has all results. It's sometimes helpful to debug some problems or to test sites with different tests which are not operational. They can be seen here when you switch here on the from operators to monitoring view. So the overview we have already seen. Next one is site view, so it's specific just for issues and tickets related to sites. So you can select a specific site in your region and see which problems it has. Then we have issues reported by monitoring system like this one. I just have one here. Then we have GIGAS tickets. We have three types of tickets, let's say. One is the typical operational ROD tickets that ROD created against the sites, and you can see which ticket list of your tickets here. There are tickets related to software retirement, commonly used as middleware tickets that have different procedure, handling procedure. And the tickets from code. So if you behave poorly, you missed your duties, it will be visible in the code dashboard overview, and then you will receive ticket from the code level and from EGI operations, and this can be listed here in this GIGAS tickets list. Next one tab shows you notepads from the ROD that created to sites, and this can be some kind of history of communication with site. However, it's only one-way communication. So it is the ROD team who should update this notepad before the ticket will be created. Handover within the ROD team. In this tab you can handle handovers between the members of the team. This will be shown later on. On the next tab you have downtimes in the region, declared in the GogDB by site admins. You do not have to consult GogDB. Especially all the information should be visible in dashboard. Then the important tab is metrics. This is the ROD team metrics historic values. Maybe I will show it here. So when you click on this metric, you will see that in region in selected period, and, for example for this month, or you can select the historic one, and you can see that for each site various metrics like number of downtimes, not just criticals, warnings, expiring tickets, and so on. And some of them are taken, like expired tickets, or middleware expired tickets are taken to the so-called ROD performance index, which value is checked every month, and if it's above threshold, let's say 10, then the code is contacting you and requests explanations. So good thing is here that you can export also in the CVS format this information and can make your own analysis on base on this data. Then you have the operational tests tab, and this is the list of EGI operational tests that are addressing issues and alarms in your region. So when you click on this, you can see that you have names of the test. There's a much more longer list, of course. I just showed the first few items. And here I think it's important to go to the code items tab. You have list of items visible in the code dashboard. So you do not have access to the code dashboard, but you can see what's visible there. So for example, code items that these are metrics that are showing that ROD team is not working properly. These are ROD alarms longer than 72 hours. So procedures tells us that tickets should be created from alarms within 24 hours, about 24 alarms. And if it's we have some let's say situations that site admin is working on a solution and states that it will be done soon, we can wait a little bit before creating alarms, but not more than 3 days. If it's such situation detected, it's visible in the code view. We have also ROD tickets, gigas or middleware expired. Usually you set the expiration date, so the date after which you will handle this issue again. So you create a ticket and you can specify time, let's say 3 days ahead, after which you will check the status of the work. And if this time passes, the system is showing us that the ROD team has not checked this. And this is also indicating that these alarms are not handled. The tickets are not handled. And of course there are two less frequently showed, so ROD tickets longer than 1 month, so-called long-lasting tickets. When there are, usually it happens when there is some special bug in the middleware that prevents a site to update something, and we are waiting with interaction with developers. But usually there is a ticket, related tickets in gigas following this case. So this is something rarely happens, and downtime is longer than 1 month. Usually this is not the case. Usually this is the mistake of the site administrator who, for example, sets 2 days difference, but messes with year, and suddenly 1 year and 1 day is showing up in the system. So this has to be clarified with this by ROD team with site administrator. And now we can go to the side view. So we can see on the side view in easy way in the form of table which site in your EGI have problems with related activities. So you can see that we have 1 issue for the 1 site and 2 ongoing tickets with the 2 other sites. You can click on this numbers. So here is also the availability and reliability column, which showing current reliability computed on the given day. So if it drops below 80%, then the ticket, the alarm issue will be created here, describing the problem, and ROD team should handle it according to the procedure for the low availability statistics. And if you have if you would like to check if the results are properly displayed, you can consult the My EGI view on the central monitoring, enter your EGI, and select the period, usually last month, but you can select also the other one. Update the page, and you should see here some plots showing you the behavior. Then you can scroll this information up to the Nagios test, which is failing in this period when you click on this plus here on the right. So this is some kind of, if there are some discussion between the site and the EGI about the availability of the site. So now we are going to the first topic. This is the issues, also known as an alarm and used both in this presentation, depending on the view. So this is issue or alarm is a dashboard representation of an incident. So it's unplanned interruption of IT service. Typical task that ROD performs is grouping of such tasks, creating the tickets from issues, or closing the issues. So how? There's a question? If no, then we have two types statuses of issues: new, which is unhandled by ROD, and assigned, that it was handled and the ticket was created. We can also divide tickets by procedural status. So it's younger than 24 hours in a green color. So this is the time when ROD team contacts sites and evaluates what's the problem in sites, and site has time to react promptly without creating tickets. Then we have this time which I said that there is possibility that the problem will be solved soon, and the ticket can be delayed a little bit. And in the dashboard we can see blue color or orange color depending on the age of this alarm. But if the alarm is longer than 72 hours, it's always red and it's shown in the code view. And you can expect a ticket from the code team, EGI operations team performing code role to be exactly. And the features of the dashboard, yes? So the features in the dashboards are as following. If the issue which was created on the basis of the Nagios test has turned into OK state, so critical from Nagios created the alarm and it turned to OK state, then it's closed automatically. ROD does not have to handle it manually. And the other thing is that most of the actions that the ROD team can do is in the action menu, context action menu, on the right side. I will show you in a minute. There's all actions possible in given view. So the issues. The first thing is general view and hint that if you are in the issues log on the EGI level, you do not have a tick box here around the issue. But if you go to the side view, so you are dealing with specific alarm, the tick box appears, and you can handle this issue later and make actions on it. So first, why we would like to group issues. So this is usually when the issue has the same root cause, or if the error of one alarm makes it impossible to check current status of other alarms. It usually happens, I think, with the storage elements tests. So first of all, we would like to check if the critical still exists. So in this issue view, you can click on the icon, critical icon. This is the link to the regional Nagios instance, and check if the problem really exists. So we have view from the regional operational Nagios, and we can state yes, this is a critical status that raised the issue in dashboard. So problem exists, and then we should follow this issue. And, for example, create ticket. When do we create ticket? If alarm is older than 24 hours, as I said before, and this is in a non-OK status. So the other possibility is service is unstable, flip-flopping results in the Nagios. You can also check it that is showing OK and critical in a short period of time. And how to create ticket? We must choose the tick the given alarm, and this context menu on the right, which I said about, you should choose the GIGAS ticket action. Then when you create the ticket, you can handle the alarms related to the tickets. This is this grouping alarm mechanism I said you about. This is how it starts. So you have this ROD ticket view, and about this you have alarm groups. When you click on this, you will have possibility to remove alarms from the tickets if they were wrongly assigned, or add other alarms that appears later after the creation of ticket, but are related to this ticket. So you actually do it by, so you tick the which alarm you would like to add, and then on the action menu you choose add alarm to the ROD ticket. Similarly, you do with removing the tickets. So you choose the add alarms, and then you choose action remove alarm from the ROD ticket. So it may happen that the issue appeared due to some, maybe not configuration problem, but when service was in downtime, but the alarm was created, you would like to close it. It may happen that the service wasn't taken from the production correctly, and the ticket and the alarm appeared, but the site is not, the service is no more registered in Nagios, and that there will never come notification from Nagios that the service will go to OK state. So of course there is need to handle such alarms and close tickets on non-OK status. So you do it as follows. You click on you tick which alarm you are handling. From the context menu you choose close alarm, and then you are redirected to the screen that there is showing you explanation. Why do you would like to close the alarm? There are three predefined possibilities. Service is no more in production, monitoring problem, or other explanation. And this explanation will be visible in the metric parts of the dashboard. So now we know how to handle issues. We can move to another second topic out of 4. This is tickets. So ticket is a record of incident, its detection, reporting, and resolution, and it should be handled in the operational dashboard. A typical task which we have during the duty shift is creating a ticket, escalating, updating ticket without escalation, or closing, verifying ticket. When do you create ticket? We already told about this. So when the alarm is older than 24 hours and is in a non-OK status, or if service is unstable. This is the two reasons. We have in dashboard division on 3 kinds. One is ongoing in the orange color that are handled just now, expiring red. So you have to take action today in order to not degrade your ROD performance index, or expired black. So they influence ROD performance index, and if it happens too much, you should prepare explanations for the ticket from EGI operations. So let's start with the ticket list visible in given site. So you have information about the ticket, the last update, expiration date, which I told you, what age is it, and some detailed information about who modified the ticket. Lastly, this is the site administrator, or you can see the status of the ticket. If it's red, it's still status critical, and if it's green, so the status of related alarm is in OK state, and the ticket probably could be solved. So when you click on the ID of the ticket, you will see the details of the ticket, and you can perform here some actions. As I have said before, this is the menu actions and possible actions here related to the status of the ticket. So if ticket was created, this is called the first escalation step. When we are having no answer from the site administrator within the agreed time in the procedure, we can escalate here on the action menu to the second level or then to the higher levels. You can also update information in ticket if your NGI is working in such a way that if administrator sends email to ROD team can also update ticket and inform about some progress in the work which couldn't be reported by admin himself. And you can close the ticket, so it's solving the ticket in assigned status. So status of the ticket we can see here, so we can solve it here. If the ticket is in the solved status, which happens when the site admin solves it in gigas, then we can have a verify button here in the action menu. And if this check, which I told that the related alarm is in a OK status, is green, we can verify and close the ticket and go to the next issue. Sometimes it's helpful for the ROD team to check if the information here in dashboard is the same synchronized as in gigas. So you have a link to the corresponding gigas tickets here on the left bottom, and you can consult the related ticket which has type of program code operations related to NGI PL, and you can scroll down to see if the history is synchronized, for example. If the admin complains that he updated ticket, but it has not been updated in dashboard and so on, here is the possibility to easily check synchronization. So now I go to the notepad. This is the third of 4 items I would like to talk about. So the notepad is the internal communication ROD can easily use as a writing down the status of information flow with admins in one place, easy accessible for other members of the team. I have a question from Bruce. When we have ticket is not synchronized, then it's good to contact operations dashboard team, or the best thing is to create gigas ticket. Okay, so I'd like to stress that this is one way to site communication. So we can send emails to site, but then rest of the communication is done in emails or drabbers or something like that. Then the site, it is the ROD team who updates and notifies sites. And what is introduced in the last release, notepads can be transformed into ticket and keep existing communication within the ticket. So we do not have to copy and paste or something like that. We have all in this attachment in the ticket history. So how do we do that? So from this beginning page, starting page, which I described on the beginning, we select issue tab, and then from the list of the issues for a given site, we tick the issue, and from context menu we choose notepad. This brings us to formula where you can enter in. This is the predefined text summarizing what is the problem with the site, and you can also put here your own comments extending information you would like to send to site. Then you decide whom you would like to notify, site, ROD, your NGI manager, and then click submit. Here it's difficult to see, but you can see this ROD notepads. Maybe it will be better visible in the materials. So this is the list of the notepads and information you can see there. When you click on the identifier of the notepad, you have the detailed view, and again you can see some actions related to the notepad. One of them is you can convert this notepad to the ROD ticket. This is the action number 3 here. So again, here is the shown the template of the mail of the ticket creator mechanism, and you can also put here inside your own comments during the shift. Under this notepad is visible a set of information that can be related to the ticket. So expiration date for this ticket you would like to have, and whom you would like to notify, side, ROD, and click submit. So in this way you can convert issues or notepad related to issues into the tickets. And how to handle tickets you already know. Now the organizational issues handover. This is for intra-team ROD communication. At the beginning and the end of the shift, the ROD team should prepare the handover for internal ROD matters. Each ROD can decide independently on what the handover should look like and how should it be passed. However, we recommend to use this handover delivered in the dashboard. Here we put some suggestions what to put in such tickets. It depends from your work style, decisions. From EGI operations view, it's important that the issues are handled and tickets updated accordingly. So if everything works fine, it's how do you organize your work internally, it doesn't matter for us. So how to do this? So from the handover tab, you select action. You have a list of all handovers which were already closed, and you can create a new one, handover, in the action menu. Then you decide if you would like to notify other ROD team members by sending email to your ROD mailing list. Because it's very convenient, because otherwise the new shifter has to go to the dashboard and check itself the handover if the previous shift member created the summary at the end of his shift. So you decide whom to notify, and you can put here some text. Predefined text is my shift started, but you can modify it to your needs and then submit. When you end your shift, again you select action ROD shift end, and again you can put information about shift which should be passed to the next ROD team member. So we are coming to the summary. We saw that ROD is an important part of the operation activity. It's this operational oversight is close to sites in the region and is scalable. Supporting tools is a dashboard, and we get familiar with alarms, tickets, notepads, and handovers. So now I think it's more clear how to perform the shift, and we wish you good luck in your daily work. We are now going to the last part of the webinar, so the questions. However, before this I would like to tell you that dashboard tool is being tuned now, and you are welcome to send us suggestions and opinions about this. The best way is to create ticket in GIGA's in operational portal support unit. And there is a new operations portal advisory testing board that will discuss these requirements, and if approved, go to the implementation if possible. So in procedural matters, you should contact EGI Operations Support Team. You have email here. And since 1st of October, it's also GIGA's EGI Operations Support Unit. So thank you very much for your
comment. Answer to question of Bruce. So since this month, there's planned every month a lightweight release of the portal. So because the most important parts has been developed and changed, now the new releases will be more lightweight. That's why we established this advisory and testing board to collect and prioritize and test the changes on a monthly basis. The upcoming features, there is no such list right now. We need to have first meeting of the board. Of course, you are also welcome to come and help us. And this was our, so please contact operations in EGI if you want to be part of this. This is not going to take a lot of time. As I said, we want to have it lightweight, the meetings not long, and the testing also only involving people which work will be impacted, and the changes will be small. So what we want to do is to introduce changes which will make the work on operations portal easier and more intuitive.
Okay, if Bruce is happy, we are also happy, and invite you to take active part in this tuning of the dashboard. If there are any other questions, if not, you can always send us after this presentation. Maybe after putting it on the web page and accessing it, you will get more comments. You can send this to this email list.
I think the most important message here is that please complain. Please send us requests how it can be changed to serve you better. So yes, we are waiting for your comments about the how to tune the operations portal.
Okay, then I think we can close this webinar. Thank you all for coming and participating, for questions, and as I said, good luck with using dashboard on your work. See you.
Bye bye. Thank you for this training.